This video is number 1 of 3 on the roll-up sides. This will give you the background as to why you would take roll-up sides. Part 2 and part 3 will have to do with the assembly. The beauty of roll-up sides is that it's economical ventilation. It is used quite often for both our greenhouses and our livestock shelters, also for swimming pool covers. The beauty of this, in addition to it being very economical, is that no matter how long the building is, you're always only half the distance from the side as far as getting fresh air in. There is a lot of flexibility as far as how high the roll-up is installed. Generally speaking, if you're in an extremely windy location, you can afford to keep it a little bit lower. If you're in an extremely sheltered position, you would roll up a little bit higher. The covering is always in one piece going from ground to ground, and then what you will have is at a certain point the cover is attached permanently, and then the rest of it will roll up and down without disturbing the roof. For the top of the roll-up, you have 3 choices. Basically, you're getting what you pay for. The simplest, the most economical way is to bolt a 2x4 along the side, which has a double row of spruce strapping to hold the cover in place. The next upgrade from that is to put the wire lock, the aluminum channel with a spring insert, along the side. And the third option would be that we supply steel tubing with the wire lock channel and insert. You're spending a little bit more money, but then it is done permanently. One of the things that we include in our roll-up sides is a rope on the outside that goes up and down. That way, when the cover is rolled up a little bit and it gets very windy, it's not something that the wind can get a hold of it and start shifting it. The mechanism that we use for rolling up is a very simple handle attached to the one end that in most cases an individual can easily roll that up. It is a very simple thing. We have intentionally gone away from the gear-driven cranks because what we have found is that in the Canadian winters you get moisture in there, and very seldom do they last more than 1 year smoothly. Some of the longer buildings, we do split the sides so that you can have a handle at each end and you can roll up part of one side. Generally speaking, it is not a good idea to have only one side rolling up and the other side fixed. You want this to be balanced. So it's not a situation where the wind is coming very strongly from the east. You need to have some ventilation. That's your only option because if the wind can get in, the wind can't get out. For early in the season, what happens quite often is that the upwind side would open just a crack, and then the downwind side will open a lot further. It is something that, generally speaking, once the warm season is there consistently, then it would get rolled up, and basically you're going to have a roof for the summer. The one thing that we do suggest to complete this package is that you have a vent near the peak at both ends. That way, when you have a dead calm day where there's no air movement, but you have the opening near the peak, you're creating that chimney effect, so you're still getting air movement. Thank you.